I was delayed with coming out with this part 2 video for the exact reasons I had discussed in part 1. Within 18 hours of uploading my video, this guy called Yassin posted a comment saying, "When will part 2 release?" We had a long back and forth, upon which point he deleted his comment and thus the entire thread of my part 1 video. This guy has literally been following my channel for over 5 years and leaving these kinds of vapid, obsessive, low-effort, repetitive, and borderline harassing comments like "welcome back," followed by another entirely separate "please do more video" comment on the same exact video. Superficially, such comments look completely benign, but he literally has never made a single comment to go into any further depth, nor has he engaged with anyone else on my channel. He never once jumped in on another thread or backed me up when I was dealing with a detractor or a troll. I literally checked all of my videos, and all of his comments are the same type of lazy, repetitive, vapid dribble. The arrogance and obsessiveness of his comment really threw me off. If this had been his first comment of his ever, it wouldn't have bothered me at all. But I hadn't even made a video in over 2 years. I understand that it is possible to receive notifications from YouTube when a video from your favorite content creator comes out, but his rapid response time just makes him look obsessive. To top it off, he has this shitty attitude like I'm not making videos fast enough for his liking. One month later, after deleting his original comment, he posted a new comment saying, "Why did you put part 1 in the title?" on the same exact video. Keep in mind, he didn't respond to one question I asked him in response to the original question, which he deleted. I asked him, "How can you not see that this video specifically addressed comments like yours?" He never responded, even though the part 1 video mentioned comments he made without naming him personally. There simply is no way he actually watched the video. Even Stardust mentioned in one of his videos, even he mentioned in one of his videos dating back to 2013 that he doesn't think his commenters even watch his videos. I already had a script for this part 2 video prepared, but this disgusting comment just threw me off. The comment in isolation is benign, but this guy has been commenting the same exact kind of crap for over 5 years. I just find it so bizarre and off-putting that someone that doesn't even watch my videos is obsessed with me cranking them out. It's like he thinks that videos talking about men's issues uploaded to the internet somehow change the very nature of society without any sort of intermediary, as if the world outside the internet has no means of ignoring videos uploaded to YouTube. There is the possibility that these guys are so stupid that they just don't understand what I'm talking about in my videos. However, that doesn't explain their arrogant, obsessive, and demanding attitude. It's like these guys don't realize that I'm a human being with my own life. They think I'm some sort of entertainment machine with knobs and dials, and that if they say the right combination of magic words, I will start working again and make entertaining sounding noises accompanied by colors and shapes. Even a stupid simpleton off the street can engage in some kind of normal conversation. These guys don't even understand the function of words. Most disturbingly of all, I highly doubt any of these guys actually care about other men or anyone else in this world, including me. In fact, it really makes making these videos into a depressing chore. I really don't want losers like this as an ally. I'm not even asking any of these guys to show any appreciation. To be honest, I would much prefer a good argument. I just find it kind of depressing that the majority of people that like my videos are really cruddy men that I would want nothing to do with in real life. I don't even know why they watch my videos. I can't tell what it is they like about my content. Do I provide useful information to them? Or am I just purely mindless entertainment? If these guys were really encouraging cheerleaders, I could tolerate them. But all they do is complain and make demands about everything, including how much I upload. Yassin went by the name Psychobin on our Discord server. I tried reaching out to him on Discord, but he told me on YouTube that he deleted the app without deleting his account because I was rude to him on Discord, which makes absolutely no sense whatsoever. First of all, why would you delete the Discord app off your phone without deleting your account first? At the very least, it would have made a lot more sense if he just left our server. Most importantly, if I was rude to him, why would he be harassing me with these ridiculous questions over and over again, asking me to make more videos? He deleted his first comment, and then he asked the same type of question again. And on Discord, I don't even remember what I was rude to him about. These guys are not evil, but they are still human garbage. They contribute absolutely nothing to anything, but make strident demands and complaints, and will never accept questioning, let alone criticism of themselves. They're lazy, arrogant, self-entitled, dumb animals. When this Yassin / Psychobin guy was in our server, he was hardly active at all and did nothing but create disruptions. He would continuously post links to groups whose servers we disagreed with without any explanation whatsoever. He continuously ignored directives to refrain from doing so and was very difficult to reach. He could never maintain the flow of any conversation nor respond to any pings. In fact, I can't even remember him participating in any conversation with other people. If I remember correctly, he said he was busy with school and could only be reached on the weekends. Even then, he was difficult to reach, and when we finally did talk, he didn't have much to say in general. The bizarre thing is that as simple as these guys are, they literally cannot or will not answer a simple or direct, non-confrontational question. In a private, direct message, I had to ask Yassin or / Psychobin 5 times what his schedule was so that we could voice chat. Never mind a movement, they have no idea how a conversation, let alone friendship, works. They have no idea how much time and effort it takes to make a video, and based off of how they interact with other people on Discord, I can tell that there really doesn't seem to be much going on in their brains. I understand people that feel socially isolated gravitate towards the internet and Discord, but I can't help but feel that the only reason why they come to male spaces is because absolutely nobody else will put up with their insufferable bullshit. And that because they have nothing better to do than spend hours every day passively staring at a computer screen. I normally wouldn't let one comment bother me so much, but these kinds of guys are the norm for who we attract. I just can't help but find it depressing that we attract such low-effort men who possess absolutely no self-awareness at all. I would be more than happy to attract men who are traumatized or who are down on their luck. I could even understand how, because of the stuff that they're trying to deal with, that they might be low functioning. But these guys we attract are just dishonest, hostile losers and lazy, dysfunctional degenerates. A lot of these guys will hide behind mental illness, and yet they're extremely calculated, sneaky, and dishonest. They lack empathy and respect and can't seem to take anything seriously, but they get all sanctimonious about their personal, emotional issues and pet projects. They want empathy, but they are unwilling to return the favor and, in fact, display hostility, suspicion, secrecy, and contempt. They come to our spaces and demand respect and trust, and they want us to pander to their sensibilities without earning it or reciprocating or even revealing who they are. They don't even seem to be particularly passionate about anything, let alone men's rights. The absolute very best, their approach to men's rights seems to be very robotic and detached. No matter how bold or brazen these guys are, it would be impossible for them to act this way in real life. In reality, it's impossible to hide behind multiple avatars and repeatedly show up to places uninvited while asking really intrusive but pointless questions. um, it really makes me question the motivations of these men and men in general. It's like any guy who remotely has his shit together wants absolutely nothing to do with the MRM. I base this off of the fact that I knew guys in MGTOW groups who'd announced that they were leaving MGTOW because they were getting married. Go to any MRM Reddit or Discord server, and you will see that the turnover rate is very high, and most of the members there don't even participate in any way, shape, or form. Most of these guys are just passive observers who they just gossip behind the scenes. They treat any male space as a waiting area or a lounge where they complain about relationships and regroup. Once they get back on their feet, they just disappear completely. It was exactly these kinds of interactions that drove me to develop our Discord server in the first place. I actually wanted to get to know some of these guys in a more private setting that was less intimidating. I thought I'd be able to have some more productive exchanges if it was more personalized and private. I figured that at least on Discord, I would be able to see how these guys interact with each other, and maybe I'd be able to voice chat with some of these guys. If these guys didn't have the attention span to watch an entire video, they might be able to learn better through simple conversations. To be fair, Discord has enabled me to understand a lot of these guys a lot better. It just made me realize how dysfunctional most men are. It shouldn't surprise anyone that I would say that we have one of the best MRA Discord servers. However, our server has been in a process of constant chaotic evolution. It has been a painstaking process of updating our rules and manifesto just so that we can keep these dysfunctional men at bay. Every time we come up against an obstacle or problem person that derails, we've had to come up with a very specific rule that deals with a problematic type of behavior or person. At this point, we have a server that's focused and productive. I will say that overall the conversations on Discord have been far better than any conversation I've had on YouTube. At least if you have a few good people around you, you can drive your point home. In particular, our server is structured enough and has enough rules that people are forced to think about what they're actually saying and pay attention to others. Nonetheless, it took us a long time to establish a process to deal with unproductive guys. As with YouTube, so many guys have come to our server and expect us to do miracles to solve their personal issues without them putting any work into it. As I said earlier, they seem to think it's just a numbers game of just getting enough men on the internet to complain anonymously and agree in unison that stuff sucks, and then somehow their personal lot will magically improve. They don't even seem willing to do the research to get themselves up to speed with the history and the state of the MRM. They can't understand that nobody takes anonymous voices on the internet seriously, precisely for two reasons. Number one, anonymous posting involves no risk, signaling that you don't really believe what you say. or that you just don't have the character and conviction to stand by your beliefs. And two, anonymous voices have a tendency to form echo chambers because they are far more likely to argue in bad faith and thus drive actually sincere and questioning people away. I don't think these guys ever understood that we were just approaching the very beginning and not the end of our movement. In all honesty, I don't even think they know how movements, governments, or even basic social power works. Most importantly, they just don't seem to care. They don't seem to want a brotherhood or a community. They don't seem to understand how friendship works or have an interest in anything but themselves to keep a conversation going for an extended period of time. All they seem capable of doing is talking about their own personal and emotional problems. They don't even seem interested in learning from the mistakes of other men. Some of them don't seem to understand how anything works. They seriously want some secret formula to be served to them on a silver platter. They want the latest updates to their rhetoric bag of talking points they inherited from their MGTOW gurus, so that they can forever engage in pointless debates, whatever that means, with other anonymous randos on the internet and sound smart. They have absolutely zero strategy, endgame, or awareness about how the world works. They don't even have the self-awareness to realize that they have more to learn. As I've said before, they want us to provide some sort of space where they can vent and receive therapy, but then they contribute nothing and show absolutely no appreciation. Even more problematic and dysfunctional is they intentionally or unintentionally disrupt and derail conversations between other guys. A lot of the time, it doesn't even seem calculated. It's just really pathetic, cowardly, arrogant, entitled, and low effort. We have literally had men enter our server, leave, not respond to messages, come back to our server again, derail with their own non-men's rights issues, and then still not respond to messages. It's like they're unwilling to fully come to terms with their own discontent or grasp the enormity of what they're up against. I have had so many men treat me they treat me the same exact way in real life, so I know that it has nothing to do with our server in particular or the internet in general. For whatever reason, a lot of men have a strange arrogance, suspicion, hostility, and entitlement towards other men. I'm not sure if it's calculated and conscious, or if it's just a built-in part of their personality. Right out of the gate, they are competitive and adversarial, and at best, they want to turn you into their pet dog so that they can ridicule you and use you for entertainment, or maybe like some sort of activity partner. It's like they want to be admired, feared, and taken seriously by men they don't know, like, or trust, without even having to put any effort into the interactions. There are a lot of guys that think bullying, throwing your weight around, and showing off is the only way to gain respect. I don't even know how they define respect or why they need it so badly. I have even known men that want to be friends in spite of the fact that they show very little respect for me, or dishonest, and view me as some sort of source of entertainment